Hi, I'm Amy Jarzinski from The Knot, and welcome to my home in Miami. Today I have the challenge of making my first Thanksgiving dinner as a newlywed with a little bit of Miami flair. For our first item on the menu, what I'm making is the traditional turkey stuffed with yucca, chives, and onion. What I'm gonna do is coat the inside of the cavity of the bird with room temperature butter, and then also kind of massage the butter in between the skin and the breast meat. Then I go to the pre-prepared stuffing that I made, 1.5 fresh yuccas, cut them into large chunks, and then mix the half of a red onion, 1 cup of chopped chives, 1 cup of cubed Gouda cheese, a half a stick of butter, and about a cup of white wine. Next step, I'm grabbing in the fridge some bacon. Basically what I do is baste the turkey in maple syrup, and you wanna make sure you're basting not only the breasts, but also the legs and all of these sides. And then cover it with bacon. Every marriage is a compromise, so he has the yucca and I have the bacon. Now we have the turkey nicely covered, and now for the tricky part, putting it into the oven bag and then into the oven. One thing to remember before putting it into the oven bag, make sure you add a little bit of flour so that it doesn't stick. Usually having a husband around on Thanksgiving Day is nice because you can make him do the dirty work. As the bird is safely in the bag, make sure you let a good amount of air out. It needs a little bit so it doesn't stick too much. There we go. So this bird is ready. Now this one, being a 12-pound turkey, will be, since it's fully stuffed, we'll need about 2 hours and 15 minutes, 2 hours and a half on 350. Now onto the side dishes. Just like every woman has her husband, every turkey has a side dish. The first one we're gonna get started off with is the traditional sweet potato casserole. Basically, this was something I prepared last night, and it just has canned sweet potatoes, marshmallows, canned pineapple, and a little bit of butter with brown sugar and cinnamon melted and drizzled in between. So simple, takes 10 minutes total to make and 10 minutes to cook. For our next side dish, a Latin version of a stuffing to appeal to my husband's love for dulce de leche and cinnamon. Basically what this is, cinnamon bread just pulled into little pieces, raisins, apple chunks, a little bit of cinnamon, brown sugar, butter, eggs, and dulce de leche. To give it a little extra flair, I'm serving it in a half rind of orange. These are pre-cooked at 350 for 15 minutes in the oven, but I am gonna pop them back in there to make them nice and warm for when we serve them. For the third and final side dish, we're gonna do the typical green beans, because you know, you gotta feed your man green beans to give him that iron, to keep him strong, to be able to do all the chores around the house for you. So here I have about a half a cup of toasted almonds. I toasted them in a frying pan last night, took 3 minutes, threw the almonds on there with a little bit of salt. They were done in a couple of minutes. Now, our bacon. Threw it in the container, microwaved it for 2 minutes, and here we go. I got the pre-washed green beans. There's nothing to do but cut them open, dump them in the container, put as many of the almonds in as possible, put a little olive oil on top, and microwave it for a couple of minutes. All right, so 2 hours and 15 minutes later, we're ready to go for the pièce de résistance, the turkey. So let's see how it turned out. Nice and suntan, just like the people in Miami. Voila, check out my masterpiece. Of course, it's yours and my little secret that it wasn't all 100% homemade. We've got the turkey with the yucca stuffing. We've got the dulce de leche stuffing. We have the sweet potato casserole, and then the green beans on the end. Now the only thing that's missing is my husband Juan. Come home very rápido, okay? Yo quiero darte un beso. And who runs the house?